Hey y'all, it's Natalie. It's a year. I've been on this new lifestyle a year. To my way of thinking, Natalie 2.0 has existed for a year. So I considered August 23rd my rebirth day. And it was really special to me. I was going to make this video like a brand new fresh video for people who maybe had never seen any of my videos before, and just kind of cover what I was like in the beginning, but you'll have to go back and look at my earlier videos for that, and just trust me when I say that I'm not the same person that I was. I had given up on life. I had given up on having the chance to live the life that I chose. I just felt like I was waiting to die, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, it's the way it was. I was in so much pain, and I really thought it was over, that all the good times in life were past me, and that I was living at this point to try and be there for my family, enjoy some of the small things along the way, and wait to die. But I guarantee you that is not the case anymore. I can't even express the joy that I feel in life every day. And a friend of mine, a beautiful, wonderful, amazing friend named Lori Frid, wrote something today. She's an amazing writer, and she writes these really cool things and posts them on some of the groups we belong to. And the one she wrote today, she said something about my worst day now was 100 times better than my best day used to be, or something like that. I probably misquoted that, but you get me, you feel me, right? Even when I'm having a bad day, I mean, my truck's broke down right now. That's very stressful for me. You know, we're having some problems with things like that, but and my son, we're worried about getting my son started on a new job. Thank you, Lord, for providing him with this job. Now if we can just get him to the bus station to get there. With my truck broke down and his van is broke down at the same time. So there's stress going on, you know, things happen. I still have the problems, the life problems, world problems, now that I had a year ago. But it's nothing like it was then. The problems are there. It's me that's changed. And I was prepared that it was going to change me physically, that I was going to lose weight. I was not prepared for it to actually completely heal problems that I had in my body. I was not prepared for the fact that it would not only stop certain illnesses from getting worse, but reverse them entirely, as if they had most of them almost as if they had never existed. Like the Paget's disease in my back, and the degenerative disc disease in my back, the horrible, horrible pain. I figured there'd be less pain. I mean, for one thing, you drop 90 pounds, then your body's going to have less trouble carrying it around, you know. But I had no idea the extent of the healing that would take place, and I sure had no idea that it would also mend my mind and my spirit and make me just able to love life and living and being again. It's really hard to describe. And I used to, in my old life, people talk like that, oh boy, here we go with the new agey crap, you know. It changes you. And don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of, you know, being a new you. I guess what I'm saying is I still have problems, but I deal with them differently now. I feel differently about problems in the world and myself. Everything's different. So yeah, August 23rd is my rebirth day. Forget February 11th, you know. That was the old Natalie. This Natalie was born on August 23rd, the day I started my first juice fast. And 1 year down, let the second year commence. I can only imagine what I'm going to be like by August 23rd of 2015. I mean, the weight loss was a lot faster right in the beginning, and I think that that's completely normal and to be expected. I don't diet. I don't limit what I eat. I don't count calories. I very rarely track my food, because I feel that everything that I put in my body is healthy and nutritious and contributes to healing and regenerating my body. So it's all good. And I figure that as long as I really focus on health and joy, my body will seek and find the weight that it needs to be. And clearly I'm not there yet. I'm probably at least 80 pounds overweight still. My scale is not working right now. I've bought several and they all quit, so I figured the universe was telling me to just, let the scale go and just go by other measures of success, and that's what I'm doing for now. When I go to the doctor or something like that, or there's a pharmacy that I go to once in a while, not for drugs because I don't take those anymore, but if I go to Walgreens, there's one in there that I can use to just out of curiosity once in a while. But the main thing I need to know is that my clothes are getting too big. Actually, they're not. The clothes are staying the same. I'm getting too small for those clothes. How about them apples? And I feel fantastic. So, what did I do to celebrate my rebirthday? Well, most of you that are my friends already know that I actually participated in a 5K, the Glow Run, which is a fun run. And no, I did not run the entire 5K, but I have every intention of running the next one. So that's if I even decide for sure to do the Glow Run next year. But there will be other 5Ks, and I will be running them. I'm finally beginning to come to the point where running feels like a natural movement again, and I'm able to get beyond just a few seconds at a time. The fact that I run at all is astounding to me, so I have no problem with the fact that it's taking me a long time to build up to being able to run any distance at all. The fact that I can walk 5K is amazing to me, because you probably get sick of hearing me hear it, but I literally couldn't walk across my house unassisted last year, so it's all good. It's really all good. But the Glow Run, it was a great experience. I was there with my daughter and her cousin and her boyfriend. The rest of our team kind of punked out, because mostly I think because of the heat. It was well into the 90s even at dark. It was hot. It was really hot. And that's another thing. Last year, couldn't have done it. It wasn't safe for me to be out of my house when it was much over 80 degrees for more than a couple of minutes at a time. And if the air conditioning was out in the car, I couldn't go anywhere. Flat could not go anywhere, because it would bring on a full-blown MG attack. That's the autoimmune disease that I have. The extreme heat would lay me bedbound, for not just housebound like I always was, but I would be bedfast for anywhere from hours to days to weeks. I spent most of one summer bedfast before I learned that lesson. So summers were pretty much a wash for me completely. I couldn't go to my grandkids' football games or birthday parties or anything because of the heat. Couldn't go to the lake anymore. I wouldn't have been able to sit out there and watch my girls ride on Saturday mornings like I've been doing. So this was a victory dance. It was a huge victory dance in many, many ways. But and I think the glow run is a cool thing, but I was a little unimpressed with a few things. I mean, there's little nitpicking things that really don't matter, like all of my little glow sticks that came with my packet didn't glow. So I had to buy extra stuff to get any glow, but that was nothing. That just didn't matter. I thoroughly enjoyed every minute that I was there because of who I was with and because of the meaning behind it all. Not just for myself, but our team was called for Jessica in memory of a young woman who, my daughter's stepsister, who was killed in a car accident a few months ago. So it was really, really meaningful in so many ways, but let's just say it was a really party atmosphere, which would have been a lot of fun, except that this was a 5K and there was no water available before or after, only beer. Kid you not, only beer. And on the course, you could get one little 12-ounce water at the halfway point and at the finish line, period. No water. I thought I was gonna die. It's really a good thing that I make sure to keep myself hydrated as a habit, because I mean, that's dangerous. I'm sorry, it's dangerous. That's just, here, load up on beer and then go run a 5K and then come back and load up on more beer because we don't have any water for you. But yeah, anyway, there's lots of other 5Ks, but probably won't do a whole lot in August in Oklahoma because they're usually during the day. That's why I chose, well, that's not why I chose the glow run. I chose the glow run because they just happened to plop it down right on my rebirthday, which seemed like a sign, and I think it was, and I think it was just the most fantastic way that I possibly could have celebrated that day. And I want to share with all of my buddies here that my next big thing is going to happen very soon, because when I have officially lost 100 pounds, right now, last time I weighed, I was at 90 pounds, anywhere between 88 and 92 pounds, depending on which day I weighed, you know. But basically here in a few weeks, when the weather's cooled off a little bit, and I feel like I can confidently say I have officially lost 100 pounds. My family and I'm going to take as many of my kids and grandkids as I can and go on a trail ride at the ranch where my girls ride horses, because riding horses was always my zen, this is what makes life good, my whole life. And I haven't been able to ride in about 20 years because when my body started going downhill with the pain and the bones degenerating and things like that, I couldn't ride anymore. And then a combination of the health issues and depression packed on, I was already considerably overweight and packed on another 120 pounds. So I don't think I can even begin to describe to you how much it will mean to me to step into the saddle again. There probably will be tears. I'll probably be sitting there on a horse with a camera in front of my face, blubbering like a baby. But yeah, so that's the next big thing that you'll be seeing from me, is that trail ride. And I have said before, and I will say again, for my 60th birthday, my 70th birthday, and my 80th birthday, it will be celebrated on a trail ride with my grandkids. I promise you. Maybe my 90th, because I'm going to live to be 100 now, y'all know, right? I ain't playing. That means I'm about half done, and that's about right. Maybe half done. Yeah. So I'll get some pictures on here of that glow run. And y'all just remember that what I've done is something that anyone can do, because it just couldn't be more simple. just like Dan and Elizabeth say, eat and drink plants. Relax and enjoy and eat and drink plants. It's not complicated. It's not, I won't say it's not hard, because you're breaking habits of a lifetime, and that's hard in many ways, but it's not complicated. Just eat and drink plants. Make, like Dr. Furman says, make the salad the main dish. Eat your G-bombs every day. Greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds and nuts. G-bombs. Drink green juice, because your body just lights up when you flood it with all those nutrients all at once. Green juice is like manna from heaven to the cells of your body. And that's it. It's that simple. It's that simple. If I can do it, literally anybody can. They just have to want it bad enough. You have to be completely sure that the way you've been isn't the way you want to be, and that you're willing to do what it takes to be what you want to be. That's it. So here you go with the pictures, and I've also made a new before and after picture, because the last one, the one that I've been sharing is like from several months ago. So new before and after shot. Juice on, y'all. We got this. Amber. There's a lot of people at this thing. Dang.